What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poke Office. My name is Colin. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you could have made $63,246 over the last 6.5 years investing in Pokemon. Now, how did I come up with that? Well, we're going to get into that in this video because it's a pretty specific number, but I'm really excited to share with you my personal investing strategy that if you would have done it over the last 6.5 years, you would have made a lot of money. Now, before we get into that, I have a giveaway going on this week. So I'm giving away 4 packs of Silver Tempest right here to one lucky subscriber. So if you want to be entered to win that, make sure to subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on, hit the like button, leave a comment. As I'm talking throughout this video, let me know if you agree or disagree with what I'm saying. And this is my personal investment strategy. It's what I'm currently doing. I want to know what you're doing as well if you are investing in Pokemon, whether you have lots of money or a very little bit of money. Ultimately, my disclaimer is that Pokemon is for fun. I love ripping into packs. I'm not really doing it to make money, even though I like building up a collection and I like seeing the value rise. So I'm not expecting to just make a ton of money. So it was kind of a clickbaity headline because I put like a big $63,000 amount in there, but I want Pokemon to be fun. It's for everyone. Like, I love Pokemon because it's about collecting. It's about the card game. It's about keeping sealed product. It's about ripping packs and finding alternate arts. Like, there's so much room for everyone in Pokemon, and I am here for it. The other disclaimer that I'm going to say right off the bat is that Pokemon, from my experience, goes in waves. It's like this big sine wave, if anyone's into math, where it just has its ups and its downs. Obviously, throughout the last 3 or 4 years in Sword and Shield era, the COVID era of Pokemon was completely booming. It kind of seemed like it started with celebrations, and then the alternate arts came out, and Evolving Skies absolutely went crazy. Lots of the waifu cards went crazy. The Sun and Moon, later sets, are absolutely wildly priced right now. And now we're into Scarlet and Violet, and it kind of feels like some people are leaving the hobby. And I mean, you can get booster boxes of all 3 Scarlet and Violet sets so far for under $100, which is absolutely nuts considering the MSRP is $163 and change or something like that. Like, absolutely crazy. So Pokemon just goes in these waves. I mean, I remember watching on YouTube people talking about buying base set booster boxes for cheap $5,000 and $6,000, and it wasn't all that long ago. And then Pokemon exploded, and now we're talking about tens of thousands of dollars for those old sets that are just getting harder and harder to find. So it's kind of crazy. The good thing is that I think Pokemon is in a really good spot. It's kind of proven itself to be in it for the long haul. It's been around for 25 plus years now. So it's gone through these waves before. And I wasn't around for lots of them. I only got back into the hobby a little over a year ago. So I'm relatively fresh, but I've always been around enough to see that Pokemon is still going through these ups and downs. The Game Boy games started out, and now it's on the Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch. And you got the games, and you got the characters, and now I have Funko Pops in the background and stuffies and everything. The card game has always been around, and it just kind of seems like even in the downtimes, maybe hundreds or thousands of people are leaving Pokemon right now, but that's still probably more than Pokemon had 5 years ago. Because even if Pokemon increased by 10,000 people, I mean, it probably increased by more than that, but let's say easy number, 10,000 people over the last 3 years, and now 9,000 people are no longer in the hobby because the scalpers aren't making any money anymore, blah, 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 blah. That still means there's 1,000 more people in Pokemon than there was 5 years ago. So Pokemon is still increasing over the long haul, which I think is a really cool thing. And let me be honest with you, I am in it for the long haul. I have found my passion. I love Pokemon. Hope you are enjoying watching my videos, and thank you for following along. So here's the thing. My strategy, that was a long disclaimer. My strategy is to buy booster boxes of every set moving forward and hold them. Every set. I just want to, if I have some free money, I want to buy some booster boxes of the current set. And then when the next set comes out, I'm going to start buying booster boxes of those. Personally, I have enough of a fund going where I can just pre-order from TCGandGames.com a couple cases of booster boxes right off the bat, and then they're here, and then I open a few of them, and I hold a few of them, and sometimes I even sell a few of them to keep my cash flow going. But recently, I've been buying 2 cases of each set of booster boxes, so 12 booster boxes total. And if you would have done this in Sun and Moon era, over Sun and Moon base set, all the way through to Cosmic Eclipse, that's where I got this number from. If you paid MSRP for each booster box of Sun and Moon and all the sets inside of it, all 12 sets, and now you sold them for market price, you would make $63,246. I did the math on a spreadsheet. I got a presentation for you coming up shortly. So it's a little bit different of a format. So let me know down in the comments. Do you like me just talking to you on the screen, or do you want me just to get back to the market numbers? I thought it would be a really cool video, so hopefully you like it. Here's my 3 things that I wanted to talk about before we get into the data. Number 1, with this strategy, when you're just like the new set is released. So like right now, I would be buying Obsidian Flames. Whether you're overpaying or underpaying, it doesn't really make any difference. And I'm going to show you why not. Because you're going to dollar cost average in, which means if you've ever followed the stock market, you're just going to continually buy up booster boxes as you have a little bit more cash and a little bit more time until the next set comes out Friday, like really soon, 151. And then you'd start buying 151 until Paradox Rift comes out. And then you'd buy Paradox Rift. The reason you do this is because you buy during the high times and you buy during the low times and you buy during the medium times. And all together, that's just going to create a nice average cost for you that over time, whether you overpaid by $5 or got a deal for $20 less, it's not going to make much of a difference when the demand and the supply change over 6.5 to 7 years. Like, it's a waiting game. I'm not in Pokemon to go make a quick buck by buying a booster box, scalping it for $100 tomorrow. Like, that's not a thing for me. I'm here dollar cost averaging my purchases, holding on to some sealed product for Pokemon, and then in the coming years, I think it's going to be a lot more valuable. So dollar cost average is a great way to do it, because you just like, hey, I just got paid. I have another $150 to spend on a booster box. I'm going to go buy another booster box and keep it sealed. So that's kind of the dollar cost average amount. Number 2, you don't miss out on any sets. If you buy all of the sets, you're going to get in on the really bad ones. You're going to get in on the mediums, but you're also going to get in on the really good ones. So 2 examples here. Think about right now, if you paid MSRP for Scarlet and Violet base set booster boxes of $160 and change, you overpaid by like $60 or $70 a box, which is absolutely crazy, because you can get a Scarlet and Violet booster box for like $90. Are you kidding me right now? It's absolutely nuts. But then think about the other example where if you paid MSRP for a Team Up booster box and you bought a case of it, Team Up MSRP was $143.63. Current price of Team Up is $1,767 for a booster box. Are you kidding me? So when you buy every set and you just keep buying the most recent set until the new set comes out, you're going to get in on all the good stuff, all the medium stuff, all the bad stuff. And again, it's going to just average out, and you're going to have a great purchase price for all of the sets moving forward. And number 3, I think booster boxes are, just like my personal opinion, are the best form of holding Pokemon cards. First, you got sealed product, which has a plastic wrap on it, so it's a little bit harder to tamper with. And I don't think you can weigh a booster box. And if you can, it's news to me, because I've never seen it done before. Number 2, it's just like my favorite. It's my favorite form of collecting. I love collecting booster boxes. My ultimate goal, I don't know if I'm ever going to get there, is to buy one of every single booster box Pokemon has ever come out with. I don't know if I'm ever going to get there, but that's my goal. I like collecting booster boxes. And number 3, just the fact that it's a supply and demand business. Pokemon doesn't reprint old sets. It sure doesn't seem like it. Like, I haven't seen reprints of Sun and Moon anytime soon. So over time, the supply is just going to get lower and lower and lower. Like, I've been watching YouTube this week, and people were opening Cosmic Eclipse and Team Up. That means that there's another booster box that was just ripped into of Team Up and Cosmic Eclipse. One less booster box for me and you to access. And so that's there's still a demand for Pokemon. Like, there's still people wanting to open up Team Up. There's still people wanting to open up Base Set. There's still people wanting to open up Black and White. Like, there's still demand for Pokemon, and over time, the supply just continues to drop. So booster boxes, you're giving people the option of having 36 packs. It's a sealed product. I just really like booster boxes. That's all I got for this, like, I don't know if I want to call it an introduction or if it's like just me rambling. Hope you enjoyed it. Now let's get to the data, and I'm actually going to show you how you could have made $63,246. Here's my presentation. Okay, so just a few ground rules. Sun and Moon released on the 3rd of February 2017, and I'm just going to assume that you paid MSRP prices for each booster box. Now, if you started in 2016 or 2017, you might have even gotten a better deal. Like right now, I'm definitely not paying MSRP for the Scarlet and Violet booster boxes because TCGandGames.com, promo code the Poke Office, has booster boxes for every new set for way cheaper than MSRP. So go support. And literally, I don't make a dime off of like commissions or anything like that. TCG and Games was like, hey, the Poke Office, do you want to help me? And I'll help you. And I was like, yeah, but I want to give my viewers the best discount I can. So that's the best he's got to offer. Pretty amazing. And I don't make a dime. I just want to support. And I'm like, I buy all my stuff through TCG and Games as well. And the last assumption is that we're selling at the market price today. Sometimes you might want to sell a little bit cheaper and just to make a quicker sale, but this is the assumptions that I'm making. So first set, Sun and Moon base set. I've broken it down into you buying one booster box of each one for MSRP, 3 boxes, 6 boxes, and 12 boxes or 2 cases. So the current market value of Sun and Moon base set, $227.33. So if you bought one box for MSRP of $143.63, that means that in 6.5 years, you made $122.27 off of Sun and Moon base set. 3 boxes, you made $366.81. 6 boxes, $733.62. And 2 cases, you made $1,467.24. This is actual profit. Like, that's money on top of the money you spent. So if you spent $1,723, you'd get the $1,723 back plus a profit of $1,467.24. That's how I calculated these green numbers. So moving forward, I'm not going to explain that again. Next up, we got Guardians Rising. A decent price for booster boxes, $347.14. So here's one of those medium ones where you made a little bit of money, but it's not like going totally gangbusters either. So one booster box, you would have made $203.51. 3 booster boxes, you would have made $610.53. 6 booster boxes, you would have made $1,221. And 12 booster boxes, you would have made $2,442. That's a lot of profit for buying 2 cases worth of booster boxes and holding them. Like, it's not like you have to do anything. You just like throw them in a closet. Don't throw them, but you know what I mean. Next up, Burning Shadows, the one with the shiny rainbow Charizard. So this booster box doing quite well, $420.48. Look at these numbers. The profit for one box, $276.85. Profit for 3 boxes, $830.55. The profit for 6 is $1,661. The profit for 12 is $3,322. Crazy. Next, we got Crimson Invasion. So here's one of those ones where it's not a great buy, but you dollar cost averaged in. You bought every single set to make sure that you get the good ones and the bad ones, and it's just all going to average out. So Crimson Invasion, even though it's like the cheapest set out of Sun and Moon, you're still profiting. $52 for one booster box, $157 for 3 booster boxes, $315 for 6 booster boxes, and $630 for 12 booster boxes, which is kind of crazy considering that's the worst one. Next, we got Ultra Prism, which is another one that's like medium to high, going for $499.66 for a booster box of Ultra Prism right now, meaning that you profit $356 off of each one. So I'm not going to just read all the numbers because it's just taking too long, but 12 booster boxes, if you bought 2 cases of this, you would have profited $4,272. Absolutely crazy. Next, Forbidden Light, another medium one, going for $329.38 for each Forbidden Light booster box. And if you bought 12 of them, you would have profited $2,229. If you bought one, you profit $185.75. So even if you don't have a ton of money to work with, this is still working in your favor by just like dollar cost averaging, buying a booster box of each set that comes out type of thing and holding on to it. Next up, we got Celestial Storm, one of the higher end ones, $613.70, meaning that you're profiting $470 per booster box. So if you buy 12 of them, you are profiting $5,640, which is a whole lot of money just for holding on to 2 cases of booster boxes. Next, we got Lost Thunder, another medium to high one, going for $558.24 per booster box. So each booster box, if you paid MSRP, you profited $414.61. Absolutely mind-blowing. Here is the huge one. So this is, again, why you dollar cost average. Imagine if you had 2 cases of Team Up in your closet right now. Man, you would be loving life. You paid $1,787.80 for a Team Up booster box right now. If you would have bought this for $143.63, you buy a case and you're making almost $20,000. Sorry, that's 2 cases. You're making almost $20,000. So almost $10,000 per case of Team Up right now, when it would have only costed you $861.78. Mind-blowing stuff right here. We got 3 left. Unbroken Bonds, booster box of that is currently going for $537.63, which means that every booster box you bought for MSRP, you're profiting $394, meaning if you bought 2 cases of it, you're profiting $4,728. Unified Minds, another really good one, $602.98 is the market price for a Unified Minds booster box. So every box that you bought for MSRP, you profit $459.35, profiting on 2 cases, $5,512.20. The last one, the second biggest set of Sun and Moon, Cosmic Eclipse. Everyone loves this one, and there's reason for it because it's amazing. Current booster box price for a Cosmic Eclipse booster box is $835.00, meaning every booster box that you bought a Cosmic Eclipse for MSRP, you're profiting $691.37 over. That's not even over that long. 4 years, 4.5 years. And if you have 2 cases of it, you could profit $8,296. So here's a summary of how I came up with these numbers. You did this for each booster box. So what we've been talking about, you dollar costed averaged, you bought each booster box or 2 cases for MSRP. Your cost for one booster box of each set, $1,723.56. So all you have is one booster box of each set, and you profit $5,270 if you sold it today at market price. You have 3 booster boxes of each set. You spent $5,170. You're going to get that money back plus profit $15,811 if you were to sell at market price today. You bought a case. You spent $10,341.36 on a case of every set out of Sun and Moon. You're going to get all that money back plus a profit of $31,623 if you sold them all at market price today. And last but not least, if you bought 2 cases of each set of Sun and Moon booster boxes, you spent $20,682.72. That means you're going to profit. You're going to get that money, that $20,000 back. Plus, you're going to profit $63,246. Unbelievable. But what happens if you only paid $120 per booster box? You're going to profit a little bit more on each one. Your number goes up to $66,648.72. What happens if you overpaid? You paid $165 per booster box. You're still going to profit $5,100. What happens if you overpaid and you paid $165 per booster box? That means that if you only have one booster box per set out of Sun and Moon, you're still going to profit $5,000. If you bought 2 cases of each set, you're going to still profit $60,000. So here's the point. It doesn't really matter if you pay $120 per booster box or 143.63 per booster box, or 165 per booster box. So thinking about the Scarlet and Violet era right now, if you're overpaying a little bit for these booster boxes over a 6 to 7 year period, it doesn't really matter. Look at these numbers. If you paid 120 for one booster box each, you got a profit of $5,554. If you paid 143, your profit only goes down by like $200. And if you paid 165, your profit still only goes down another $200. We're talking about a spread of like $500 difference, whether you paid 120 per booster box or 165 per booster box. If you bought cases, your spread goes from $66,648.72 on the bottom left here to $60,168. That means you're only losing out on $6,600 or $6,500. Even if you way overpay, you're losing out on $6,500, but you're still making $60,000. So here's the point of what I'm trying to say. It doesn't really matter if you overpay for a booster box or if you underpay for a booster box very much. Like if you are in it for the long haul, watching as the supply decreases and the demand still even stays the same, or even if it decreases a little bit, it's not going to decrease as much as the supply. You're going to see huge gains on your booster boxes over time. And we're not talking about like 6 months or 3 months or a quick flip. We're talking about like years of time. But if you did this with Sun and Moon era, now you're into the tens of thousands of dollars worth of profit, whether you paid MSRP less than or more than. So it's kind of crazy. Now, some people are going to say Sun and Moon era was like nowhere near as explosive as Sword and Shield era, so the supply wasn't there. That might be true. And maybe there's lots of people holding Sword and Shield era booster boxes right now. But the same can be said about anything. Like the supply just continues to go down. People continue to open up product. I mean, there must be some supply left of base set because I still watch people on YouTube open up base set. I mean, it doesn't happen every day anymore, but people are still opening up base set. So every single time someone opens up base set, it means that one less booster box is in existence still, that's still sealed. And the same can be said about Sword and Shield. The same can be said about Scarlet and Violet. Maybe lots of people are exiting Scarlet and Violet, the Pokemon hobby right now, because Scarlet and Violet isn't that much fun, which I disagree with, but whatever. Some people think that. And I mean, maybe that's for our benefit. So we can get these really cheap booster boxes right now. Like literally, Scarlet and Violet, Paldea Evolved, and Obsidian Flames are all under $100 for a booster box right now, which is mind-blowing to me. And now's an opportunity to spend a little bit and hold, and people are going to come back. I think there's lots to like about Scarlet and Violet. Sure, is Scarlet and Violet base set like my favorite set? Is Obsidian Flames? Is Paldea Evolved? No, of course not. But they're still all right, and there's still always going to be a market for it because Pokemon has just proven it over and over again. All right. It's time to lighten the mood in here. I got some Astral Radiance to open, so let me know what you think. I've been talking for a long time this video. I hope you enjoyed a different perspective and a different kind of format for the Poke Office videos. Let me know down in the comments whether you want me to do more of this kind of stuff or whether you want me to just look at the numbers. I want to serve you best, but of course, I got to rip into some packs because that is part of the fun here, and I just like doing it. So ultimately, all that we talked about here, I mean, I almost forgot to do the pack trick. I like ripping into Pokemon cards. Half of the battle is that Pokemon cards is supposed to be fun, and I just don't want any part in like trying to scalp my way to victory and not have any fun with it. So that's not what I'm in it for. I got a gold card right off the bat here. So this is first pack magic, 3, 2, 1, double turbo energy. All right. That's actually a decently valuable card, which is pretty nice. Very nice first hit. So, yeah, Pokemon has got to be fun. Like, the hobby, I think it's actually not a bad thing that prices are low because it gives investors, like true investors. I'm not talking about the scalpers. I'm talking about people who are in it for a bit of a long-term gain and just like kind of almost more of a collector investor, not just a scalper investor. like it gives you an opportunity to get some cheaper packs or cheaper boxes. And it's really good for the TCG because it gives actual like card game players the opportunity to build their decks for not like insane amounts of money. So anyone, in my opinion, who's complaining about the current prices of Pokemon, you got a lot of other things to worry about, in my opinion. I think we got something back here too, which is kind of crazy. Looks like a V-Star of some sort. 3, 2, 1. Palkia V-Star. All right. We are not doing half bad so far. A double turbo energy gold card and an origin form Palkia V-Star. See, this is why Pokemon is so fun. And like buying some booster boxes, it gives me the opportunity not only to invest in some booster boxes, but also it's like a relatively cheap way to buy booster packs for me. Like if I just go to Walmart and buy booster packs, I'm spending a lot more money on booster packs than I do if I'm just buying booster boxes and opening them up. So it gives me an opportunity to continue on the channel. So that's like back to my personal investing strategy. I buy 2 cases of them for each set, and then usually I open, I don't know, 2 to 3 of them on the channel, and then I definitely put one in like the personal collection of every booster box that I have, because I'm building that up, and then I hold some for more of the long-term game. And then if it comes to it and I really need some cash flow, I can sell a few of them, and that's fine, get my money back. I'm not looking to make a huge profit over like the first year or 2. I'm looking at the long-term game. So let me know once again what you think about all this. Do you like the strategy that I'm using? Just like dollar cost averaging into each booster box? Do you do something else? I'm really curious to know what you're thinking. And yeah, I've had a hot hand lately. Pulling the Secret Illustration Rare Charizard from the City in Flames. I pulled the Rayquaza and the Lugia Alt Art from Silver Tempest last week, which was super hot. I loved it. And I'm really wanting that Machamp Alt Art from Astral Radiance. That's kind of like the next chase card I might be going after with 10 packs on the Poke Office. There's also that Charizard Alt Art from Brilliant Stars, which is a whole nother ball game because I just have not had much luck with that set. Speaking of luck, I don't know what I was about to say, but like my luck has been good. But there's some sets I do really good at, and other sets I have been unlucky. Like I have yet to pull an alternate art out of Lost Origin. Astral Radiance is okay. Silver Tempest is a really good one for me. Crown Zenith is another one that I have not pulled any gold cards out of. So kind of, I don't know. Anyways, I've been rambling for way too long this video. This is the last pack, so let's see if we can hit one more hit in 3, 2, 1. Nada. I'm okay with it. We got 2 hits. Origin Form Palkia V-Star. Cool card. And a double turbo energy gold card. Pretty nice. That's going to do it for me at the Poke Office. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know down in the comments. Leave lots of comments. I'll read them all for sure, and appreciate you watching so much. Let me know if you want more of these type of videos or if you just want me to get back to the market data like I said earlier. And until my next video, which 151 releases, peace!